While going through the various physical properties of group 13 elements, we have seen the trends in the atomic radii and the another physical property, ionization energy, shows the similar trend depending on the property of atomic size. Down the group, the values of ionization enthalpy do not decrease smoothly. From boron to aluminium, the ionization enthalpy decreases as expected because the size increases, ionization energy decreases. But from aluminium to gallium, the ionization enthalpy increases slightly. And similarly, the first ionization enthalpy of thallium is greater than aluminium. The reason behind this is trend is observed due to the poor shielding of d and f orbitals in these elements, gallium and thallium. Gallium is smaller than aluminium due to poor d orbital shielding. Therefore, first ionization energy of aluminium is less than the first ionization energy of gallium. Similarly, thallium has intervening of f orbitals which are very poor at shielding. Thereby, it increases the first ionization energy of thallium. Thus, we see the clear and ionization energy values for the element boron. It is so high, that is 801, and it decreases suddenly in aluminium to 577. Then again it increases from gallium, that is 579. This we have seen the reason. And then for thallium again it increases to 589. These physical properties include electronegativity. It also shows the similar trend, that is, it first decreases from boron to aluminium, then it increases slightly from aluminium to thallium. This can be attributed to the poor shielding of the intervening d and f orbitals. Now we come to the electropositivity. The trend is expected to be the exact opposite of the electronegativity. The metallic character first increases from boron to aluminium, then it decreases slightly from aluminium to thallium. This is due to the fact that the group 13 has a very high ionization enthalpy. Also, larger the size of the ion, lesser is its ionization enthalpy. Therefore, aluminium is the most metallic. This we all know the property of aluminium. This can further be explained using the standard reduction potential as given in this table. That is, first the elements are given: boron, aluminium, gallium, indium, thallium, and then their reduction potentials. This reduction potential chart shows that the aluminium is the most metallic. It has the reduction potential that is highly negative, minus 1.66, and just opposite to this, thallium ion is having reduction potential very high, that is plus 1.26, and that is the reason that Tl3 plus isn't that stable, as the potential is positive, and this makes the Gibbs free energy positive. Gibbs free energy is denoted by delta G is equal to minus NFE. Now, next property is density. The elements of group 13 have higher densities than their group 2 elements. Why? Because they have smaller sizes and hence small volumes. The density increases from boron to thallium, that is down the group. Now, acid and basic characteristics are denoted as the acidic character of oxides of group 13 element decreases down the group and the basic character increases. Both aluminium and gallium are amphoteric in nature. Now, one of the important property of boron is formation of boric acid, that is monobasic acid, in water. How? Because it gives a one proton with water, and water acts as a Lewis base and boric acid acts as a Lewis acid. This reaction here shows the reaction with water in which it releases one proton. Next we come to the oxidation states and inert pair effect. General oxidation state exhibited by the group 13 elements in the group are plus 3 and plus 1. As we go down the group of the boron family, the tendency to form plus 1 ion increases. This is due to the inert pair effect. To elucidate it, consider B3 plus and B plus, which is more stable. Experimentally, we have seen that B3 plus is more stable than B plus. Now we consider for thallium. Thallium Tl3 plus and Tl plus. It was seen that Tl plus is more stable than that of the Tl3 plus. This can be explained using the inert pair effect. It is the non-participation of the s orbital during chemical bonding due to the poor shielding of the intervening electrons. So, we have seen that the s orbital electrons remain paired in the form and do not react, that is, they are inert and do not participate in the chemical bonding. Simply for elements like indium and thallium, d and f orbitals are filled with electrons. Since the shielding ability of d and f orbitals are very poor, the nuclear charge that seeps through attracts the s orbital closer to the nucleus. This makes the s orbital reluctant to the bond. This we have seen that is why there is non-participation of the s orbital in the chemical bonding formation. Thereby, only the p electrons are involved in the bonding. This is called the inert pair effect of the s orbital. Now, covalent character of group 13 elements. There are three reasons for the formation of covalent compounds by the group 13 elements. Otherwise, all the other elements form the ionic compounds. The first is according to the Fayence rule, the very smaller size of the cation, more will be the covalence character, and they have very high ionization enthalpies. All of the three ionization enthalpy, first, second and third, makes the formation of ionic compounds very difficult. They have relatively very high electronegativities, and hence the formation of compounds would not result in a higher electronegativity difference, and that is requirement of the ionic compound. Here their difference is very low and both have nearly similar electronegativity, and that is why they are reluctant to form covalent character. Now we see the anomalous behavior of boron. Boron behaves differently from the rest of the elements present in group 13 because of the following reasons. First is they have very small size. Boron has very high ionization enthalpy. We have already seen it has a very high value of both ionization enthalpy as well as very high value of electronegativity due to its very small size, and that's what it makes to behave anomalous for boron. The absence of inner d and f orbitals causes for its very small size, and that is the why it forms a very small size and high electronegativity and ionization enthalpies. Now the sum of the specific atomic properties of boron, which makes its important compounds also, that is, it is the only metalloid of the group present, that is, it shows both metallic as well as non-metallic character, and it shows a preferable oxidation state of +3, and it forms the compounds which are most abundant in the Earth's crust. Two most essential compounds, that is borax, that boron ore is at a very few locations boron ores in the form of borax are found and in the great concentrations, and due to the lack of complete octet, boron is a very specific Lewis acid, and it tends to form hydrides which are called diboranes. These are also very useful compounds. Then boron hydrides are used to synthesize organic compounds. One of the main important compound is boric acid. It is a weak acid and it forms in the following two steps, that is from the boron trioxide and then boron trihydroxide. It can be crystallized from the solution of hydrogen peroxide and it has the bleaching ability of perborate.